This is why, okay, the RTS actually running. Very good timing. That's the RTS track. Very small. Okay. Very good timing. Okay. Hi, welcome back to Benson's Easy Home channel. So today we're actually here to unwrap this very special project, which is the Princess Cove project. It might be very familiar to those our neighboring Singaporean friends or those that are Singapore working Malaysians. Okay, so today we're actually here to unwrap few of the very last few units of the Princess Cove because as from my last saw, there's actually about 60 to 70 over units left, which are developer completed units. So for those that are actually looking for like a home in JB before like the RTS especially, and also to look at brand new developer units, not like sub-sale or second hand, but brand new, this is really the last batch and last chance. Okay, so let's not wait and let's go and see the review. Okay, so right now we're actually here at the building platform. So you can see the entire structure is actually a very integrated and large development. So it's not just like a normal standalone development because the surrounding condo right over here, right, is mostly like those kind of normal individual standalone condo, which is a very big difference compared to the integrated mixed development. Okay, but just to keep it short for you guys, okay, actually this development, right, is roughly about 650 meters away from the CIQ complex, which is there's actually like this covered walkway which is fully sheltered so pedestrian they guys can actually commute via this link bridge to the CIQ complex and go into Singapore. Okay, but actually the distance, if let's say normal walking pace, is roughly about 7 minutes towards the CIQ complex and also 9 minutes to the upcoming RTS station. So without further ado, I will show with you like what is the structure. Okay, so actually from here, right, it might look a lot for you, but actually they are very well organized because this is actually integrated mixed development. So that is why normally for this kind of major developments, they won't just build like 2 to 3 of the condo here. Normally they will do like a few blocks but for your information, this developer is actually a very experienced developer where they handle a lot of crowd and also population issue, which I'll explain later. Okay, and for your information, why did I mention that this is integrated? Because for this phase 1, which is over here, there's actually there is a shopping complex right below. I have a video that just my last video in my YouTube gallery. You can actually see the whole walkthrough of the shopping mall. Okay, and I'll also show the cover link bridge walkway to the CIQ, which is about 7 minutes walk, 650 meters away. So today we're actually going to look at the phase 2, which is the completed units that is completed around 2 to 3 years ago. So it's still very new. And upcoming, they still have a phase 3, which I'll cover in my next video. Okay, so right now we're actually heading over to see the handover units, which are the completed units okay? And for information, right, you can see this is a very spectacular view because it's like today you're in overseas, like in Guangzhou or even like Beijing. So you can see the style is very oriented to their developers' background but it's really incredible. You can see on Princess Cove, and there's actually an opera theatre, which is the only opera theatre so far in JB. So every weekend there's actually the shows you can come and watch okay? So we're actually right now at the car park level, so we'll go up to the facility level at level 8. Yeah, but I'll be sharing you and showing you their grand lobby first so you can actually experience the living lifestyle right over here. Okay, so this is one of their entrance from this car park level So basically it's very enclave and very privacy because you have to scan. You can see. Okay, so this is their entrance. Okay, so this is the lobby area. So you can see, I really like the style they actually cover with all this rose gold copper, rose gold color, and there's also this place where there's this mailboxes So some of the people staying here, how do they utilize the unit when they are not over here? Is they pass it to like the Airbnb operators to actually fetch the passive income. It's very nicely welcome because you can see, right, it's auto close somewhere, soft close. But I like the fact that actually all the lobby area is actually air conditioned, so you can either wait for your friend, wait for the Grab food. Let's say you have ordered any food okay, delivery, so you can wait here for your friend, and then there's also place for you to sit, and then it's not hot. It's very well air conditioned. Okay, so we will be going up to the show units. Okay, so basically I've just stepped out from the elevators, right? So I like the fact that they're also using like this kind of like prestige brown color, right? Whereas I found out a lot of like people from Dubai, they're using this kind of warmer brown color tone. Yeah, so it's a thing I want to credit back to the developer on the color toning design for their infrastructure. But nonetheless, right, my height is actually 175. So you can see, I just walked out from the elevator, so you can see there's a very big of the gaps and width here, so it's very comfortable. Not like very narrow, this kind lah. Okay, but I'll be showing you the actual corridor. Okay, so you can see even in terms of like the corridors, it's also fine. And yes, definitely there's also the window lah. So there's also sunlight surfacing inside. But I believe they also do like the coverage lah. So the rainwater, they won't actually fall inside. So it's a very intriguing thing because the sunlight can come in but the water doesn't come in. Okay, so very well planned, and now we'll be heading over to see the show units. I'll be showing you guys the smaller units to all the way to the larger ones lah, so we can have a look each of it. But I will do it in a very summary style so that you guys can have a very brief walkthrough. But if you want to learn more about this project or you'd like to come and experience for yourself for the viewing, do feel free to keep in touch with me in the WhatsApp link below, or you can contact the WhatsApp number right above here to get more info. Alright, let's go and have a look. Okay, so right here, this is for the 2-bedroom. Okay, so for 2-bedroom wise, right, there's actually two types, which is separate to the standard left and right version, meaning to say it is left and right separated for the bedrooms, and then another one is the butterfly layout, which is the one we are here looking at. So butterfly layout, why is it called it like that? Is because the rooms are actually separated to left and right. So there's left wing and right wing of the bedrooms provided. Standard one is actually about 830 square feet. So this one for the butterfly layout is about 100 more square feet larger lah. So it adds up about 930 square feet. Okay, so let's have a look. But by the way, this is also the view is facing the Singapore, which is a panoramic view of the Singapore skyline. Okay, so basically once you come in, you can see that there's this kitchen area. Okay, there's also a walk-in kitchen provided with a yard. Okay, so basically you can see there's two islands, okay, for the kitchen cabinets. And then in terms of of this living room, right, you can see developer, right, this is one of the things that I don't usually see in town area, is that this developer actually do the false ceiling design, which is included. Oh, this is very nice. So it comes in a very warm tone, so you don't need to spend a lot of the money in terms of doing a lot of the renovation already. Okay, you can see this is one of the bedrooms. So attached bathroom, there's an island over there for the sitting, and then there's the very large size of the window. Okay, and then the next one right here. Okay, this is separated. Okay, so this is one of the washroom, and this is the bedroom. Yeah, because some people, it really depends, because some people don't like the washroom to be inside the bedrooms. So you'll see which one you like, and then if let's say you're not staying here, you can rent out one of the rooms. This is also like an option for example, Singapore working Malaysians or even Singaporeans that is finding like a holiday home over here. Okay, aircons for all of the rooms are provided, and then even here you can see at the entrance there's this designer carpentry area where you can put when you come in, you can put your keys, your bags here, and then your shoes, and then you can put other things here. Okay, and all this is actually wrapped in terms of like the timber wood. Okay, timber wood. But this one is actually quality quartz. Okay, but just to showcase, you can see like all this is actually in the timber wood. Very nice done. And there's also like these panels where you can take out. If let's say in the long run, like let's say it's dirty or it's already need to be swapped to a newer one. Okay, so this is for the 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay, so for this kind of 2-bedroom units, right, it's actually very suitable for like 2 packs, 3 packs, or even individual that want like a 2-bedroom unit here. It's very easy to clean. It's not like very large unit, so it's not like very hassle lah. Okay, so if let's say this is something you want, this is for you. But for this unit, right, it's actually priced around 1.7 to 1.8 mil Malaysia ringgit, and basically there's around like 10 units left only lah. So for those that are interested, do get in touch with us quickly in the link in our WhatsApp link below. Okay, so let's not wait further ado, and let's have a look at the 3-bedroom, 2-bath first. Because for that wise, right, it's really about the view, because that one is directly facing to the RTS. So let's not wait further ado, and let's go and have a look. Wow, okay, so basically this is actually a 3-bedder, 3-bath, but I think this is why, okay, the RTS is actually running. Very good timing. I don't know whether I can zoom in, but there's the RTS track. Very small, okay. Very good timing. Okay, so for information, this is the panoramic sea view that comes with the RTS-View, and this the one I'm right here at is a 3-bedder 2-bath, which is roughly about the size of 1,100 square feet. Okay, 1,100 square foot. So basically, compared to around 80% of the developments out there it's already slightly bigger, because a lot of the developers, right, when they are building the developments here, they mostly have a target of selling to, for example, investor so there's a lot of investment plan you can see in the market. But for this, right, since it's an integrated development, developer actually has a very well balance of the buyers, for example, on-stay and investor, so that in terms of competition, in terms of buying and selling, it's very well balanced okay. And that is why you will see that in terms of today Property Guru, you will actually check out that the project R&F Princess Cove, which is under the Tanjong Puteri, is actually one of the highest transaction sub-sale project just last year, 2026. Okay, it does come with the air conditioning for each of the rooms Okay, so basically just a very fast walk through, you can see that actually this layout, there's actually the washroom out here, and then there's a attached bathroom for the master bedroom. Okay, so here's a small room, and right here, the one that is actually attached to the balcony, there's another common room over here. So for this, right, it's actually a 3-bedroom. For example, if let's say today for this unit, it's very suitable for like a family size. Like this is the children's unit. Here over, you can do like a storage room, and then over here is the master bedroom. And this also comes with the RTS-View, so that you can also watch the RTS. Oh, for information, this is the sunset facing okay. This is the sunset facing, and because Singapore is over north over there, so normally nighttime, right, you can see that the whole sky is like orange color. So this is very spectacular. Okay, so this is basically for the 3-bedder 2-bath, and it comes with its built-in wardrobe But this is more of like the Muji style concept, because it's like the wooden frame. But if let's say I can actually introduce you to my contractor over here at R&F, so that if let's say you want to save up the space, you can actually tear down the covers and make it into a sliding door, which is also no problem. Okay, for information, you can see the design of the framing of the door are all in wooden frame. This is the timber, thick timber. Okay, and then the washroom is actually I would say that it looks a lot like those kind of hotels hotel like 4-5 star hotels, what you get in there. So it also comes in with a fully shower screen, because normally they will give only half, so this is actually fully covered so lesser hassle. Okay, and then there's also socket wise are also protected with like this kind of the shower. Okay, so right now we're actually here at the 4-bedder 3-bath, which is not just the largest at Princess Cove, but also one of the largest at the entire of the JB town area okay. But actually, just to share about the investor, normally they are worried, right? It's about how is the resale value over here. So basically, for resale value wise, last year, if you check up on like, for example, iProperty, or even like some of the transaction websites, right, you actually found out that R&F Princess Cove, since last year, the average transaction of the per square foot was around 1,001 to 1,002. Okay, 1,001 to 1,002 ringgit. So the resale value over here is actually very well maintained. But we always advise to even investors that actually buying in the heart of JB today, it's always about the long-term value, rental, and also it's more of like the holding power 5 years, 10 years down the road Okay, but just a little spill over about the pricing. The one we just saw just now, the 3-bedder, is actually priced around 2.1, and the one right now we are watching right now is actually a 4-bedder 3-bath, roughly taking up about 1,400 square foot. And for information, the pricing is actually around 2.8 mil. So how does a 2.8 mil property in the heart of JB look like? Let's go and unbox. Okay, so actually when we come in, right, there's already a very nice yard area. So here's where you can put like your shoe cabinets, you can do the design, or even you can put other things here. So it's very spacious. We call this like a yard area okay. So once you come in, you can see that you are first greeted also by this very nice looking of the everything here you see is actually included, like the air conditioning and also the false ceiling design. So for this unit wise, they're actually also having an enclave kitchen. This is like a walk-in kitchen. So kitchen hood and hood, even the cabinets is all nicely done by developer already Okay, but I have to show you the view here is also facing the causeway view. So that is woodland. Okay, Singapore woodland. So you can see Right over there, this is the causeway, all the way to Singapore, and that is Woodland. And right down there, you can actually see is the yard area. Okay, so this is actually the balcony, but you can see we can actually count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 6 feet of the width. Lengthwise is more than that. Okay, so water tap included, and even for on-stay buyers, this is one of their favorites because this thing, right, it is actually for the hanging clothes. So that is why I did emphasize that it is very well balanced in terms of on-stay buyers and also investor. So just a very quick view of the units. Unit-wise, it's actually this is a very nice corridor way. So you can see that the bathroom here, okay, bathroom is all nicely done, shower screen included, okay. And then for the units here, okay, so this is the view of the JBCC center lah. Okay, let's have a bit. You can still hear a bit of the soundproof lah. Okay, because up here we're actually around level 30, so it's not that noisy. And then developer also do this safety. Okay, this is for safety. Very considerate. Okay, this is a common room, and then here's a small room. And then beside here, this is one of their. This is like 2 master bedrooms. Okay, each have their own attached bathrooms, and then each have their window area. There's also a small island area where you can rest over here, have your coffee, eat your breakfast. This is for the 4-bedroom, 3-bath. So for your information, right, actually for the 1-bedroom, 1-bath, so far it's actually fully sold out a long time ago lah. So if let's say you guys are either looking for 1-bedroom, or even there's actually penthouse unit for the phase 3, which is just right beside the shopping mall lah, okay. I've done a video about that, so it's in my next video, so you can check it out over there. So this is really just this video is specially made for the phase 2 of the completed, so you can also see the developers like in terms of their workmanship, and also how does the handover unit looks like lah, okay. Later I will actually show you guys the facility area, because for phase 2 and phase 3 is very athletic theme. Okay, it's very sporty theme for the facilities, because the land plot is very big. There's 8 acres for phase 2, 10 acres for phase 3. So the size they are using, they are able to make like the marathon running tracks, okay, which I'll be showing you guys later. Okay, so just to show you guys a bit about how it's ongoing with their facilities, right? Just first thing first, right? I just want to show you that actually the whole area here is actually covered. So it's like covered walkway that is all the way linked towards to the sky bridge that is linked to the shopping mall. So you can actually come to the building from the level 3 of the shopping mall, but definitely you have to give the access card. You have to scan the access card. There's the guard over there, and then there's 24-hour security gated guarded like that lah. Okay, so it's very convenient, and there's also the running track, which I also mentioned. This is actually, I think, more than like a 300 to 400 meters run. Yeah, because the whole area is very big. You can see there's the swimming pool, there's also a wading pool. So basically, facility wise, just to do a very quick summary walkthrough, right? There's actually, in terms of like, there's badminton courts that can be converted into pickleball courts, and then there's also a fully equipped gym. And none other than that, there's also, for example, the playroom, games rooms, and then there's also 4 ping pong ball rooms. But last and not least, there's also like the pool room. So you can see there's a very vast variety of the facilities here to be used, and for information, the maintenance fee here is actually one of the cheapest at the whole entire surrounding area. Okay, so we will see that actually the whole landscape design is very more towards greenery, but I have to say that it still goes back to their theme, which is the athletic theme lah, okay, the sport theme. So that is why they also leave a lot of spaces for like the running tracks, and also a lot of spaces for like walking, leisure. Okay, so for this area, you can see there's the playground, and during like this time of the hour, around 6 PM, it's already a lot of people already. Okay, all those are maybe coming back from Singapore and all that. Okay, so here's like a very quick conclusion, like a summary for this development, right? Is who is it for and who is it suitable for? So none other than Singapore working Malaysians, right? This is definitely one of the topics. But especially for foreigners, for overseas foreigners can get up to 50% of the loan financing here in JB. But especially for Singaporean friends can get up to 80% of the loan financing lah. Okay, but actually for phase 2, right? This completed, whichever unit you get, it comes with at least one complimentary car parks. Another thing is that actually for foreigners, right, the starting price is actually 600k, and you can already start to own a studio here. And normally the studio here, right, most of the size actually comes in more than 460 to even 470 square feet of the studio. So you see this development is actually very on-state oriented to some of the units lah. They don't give very small sizes. Yeah, but actually for in terms if let's say if really to get a unit here, what are the estimate causes? For the estimation causes, right, excluding the monthly estimates, you can actually own a unit and pen it down at starting of just 20k Sing dollars. 20k Sing dollar, you can own a unit here lah, for either the studio unit or even the upcoming phase 3, the 1 bedder 1 bath. Alright. Okay, so as you have already know about it, actually this is definitely a RTS dedicated opportunities for investor all around the world, especially like all over Asia, Europe, America, or even recently we have a lot of new owners coming in from Indonesia and also majority Singaporeans lah. Okay, so definitely just to do like a comparison of like the pricing, right? If let's say to get like this kind of luxury coastal living location in China, Shenzhen, this type of coastal luxury living starts from around 9 to 10 times higher in terms of price. And then in terms of like in Singapore East Coastal area, the price is also 4 to 5 times higher with the same product that we see today in this video. So it's definitely a very good time to utilize the currency exchange. And definitely in terms of the land tenure, in China, Singapore mostly are leasehold, but for this Princess Cove is actually a freehold forever tenure lah. Okay, and now that the RTS is actually completed 90% and over, and especially for investors, they don't wait for the RTS to open, but they buy before it does. So definitely, if let's say you're interested about this project, feel free to contact me via the WhatsApp link below, and I'll share you my RNF Princess Cove the summary guide lah, where it includes technically like the quotation and everything. So from there, you check whether or not this suits you. Okay, so thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you in my next video.